Hello, hello. Um, Hopefully this fan, I have to have blowing on me, otherwise I will explode or something similar. Is not too noisy in my microphone. I hope not. I do have some filters on. But hello, hello. I'm streaming on a Wednesday, which doesn't usually happen. Hasn't happened for a long time anyway. Last time I streamed on Wednesdays was I think I was basically only doing Stardew, and that was before I got better internet. So it kept crashing. And I think also at that time I didn't have my morning job for Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so I had all the extra time before I started in the like early evening at my other job, which luckily I'm back on Wednesdays to that schedule because that was moved earlier, which is why I had no time. No time to stream on Wednesdays. But now I have a little more time, just a little. Not a lot, just a little. So I thought, okay, if it's a game, what if we get in the middle of something and there's not a good place to stop? Then that's going to be a problem. So let's just make this an art stream and we can stop kind of whenever we're ready to, whenever I have to start getting ready to go to my second job. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Did you like the stream start? Let me show it again. Isn't that cute? It's just from Canva, just slightly edited from Canva, and it's not the best quality. I saved it as a GIF, and some music from Pixabay, which I will put in the chat, or not the chat, the description of YouTube at least at some point, because I want to give credit where credit is due. So, yeah, I think that's cute. I want to design my own from scratch, like this whole overlay as well for like this scene. Is also just something edited from Canva, but sometime when I get more time, I would like to edit from scratch or like design from scratch a new overlay, new stream start, and so on and so forth. But I really wanted at least an animated stream start so that it wasn't so boring when you had to wait for me. And I apologize. I did say on my stream schedule, I did say 12:30. I was way too optimistic in how quickly I could get from work to home and then eat lunch. Life of a teacher. I don't know why Restream is. Okay, let me refresh. Make sure the category changed because I went on both Twitch and I went on YouTube and I went on Restream for both. And I made sure the categories were correct. Okay, it does say art now. That's good. But yeah, we're live. I should probably go on Discord and say I'm live. I did say I'd start at 1 and then I just wasn't on. I wasn't ready. I was trying to set up stream again. So let me open up Discord and I'll put in the videos and streams. Stream is live on YouTube and Twitch. I guess I'll just keep copying this message every time. Cool, cool. I wonder if I should change if it's time to change my YouTube avatar to the one on Twitch. Is it time to use my little, like the one up in the corner here? Maybe someday. But what are we doing today? I still have how to draw fall leaves up there in the little address bar. Because I want to finish the fall leaves, but I'm wondering if we have enough time if I could start designing some of the Halloween art, which I would like to use for a sticker set and or sticker sheet. And also a memo pad. That would be fun. So we'll see. We don't have that much time. I have to basically, I think I have to stop at like 3:30, so we only have a little over a couple hours. 3:45, maybe I can manage. Because I think I probably have to leave by 4 or so. Technically, I could leave after 4, but it might be cutting it close if the bus is late or something, so I'm gonna aim for leaving by 4, which means stream will probably end by like 3:45 or so, 4 p.m. at the absolute latest. But yeah, what are we doing today? My desk is a little full because I still have my coffee and this stuff, the carbonara, that I haven't finished. It was too hot. I had a sandwich already. But I have to get my 15 grams of protein, which I have over now, if we include the coffee. But this is 4.7 grams of protein. It's the Soup Deli by Ajinomoto. See that? I can't tilt it too much, otherwise it will go on my keyboard. And then I love the Savas protein milk, especially in vanilla. That's my favorite. But it is, I guess, it feels kind of expensive. So I've been trying out one. Boss Coffee released a new flavor of their latte base. Vanilla. So I thought it might be too much vanilla, too sweet, if I added in the Savas protein milk to the vanilla latte base, and then top it up with my usual low-fat milk. So I've been buying, I forget the brand, but it's a plain milk with extra protein in it. It's ice, or like not iced, it's just cold. But I'm out of, like my other cups are dirty, the ones with straws. So yeah, it's in a hot mug even though it's cold. But I've been adding on the extra protein included milk. Not adding on. Basically, I've just used the latte base plus the extra protein milk. And so I don't think it's quite, it says it's like 34 grams of protein. So I guess it's about the same if I like really use like I end up using half a carton at a time. So I guess it does add up, but it is still technically cheaper than getting the Savas ones because those cartons are so small. Those have 10 to 20, or no, 15 to 20 grams of protein, the Savas ones. So I don't know. Sorry, I didn't want to wait until I properly finished my lunch because I did promise stream at 12:30. We're already so late. I promise, IRL, I'm never late for anything. I'm always early. Just streaming sometimes when I'm trying something new. I just have to, like, I can't get on as quickly as I expect. Try to finish this up. I have this little net. I got it from Daiso. I've already complained about the little flies, like the little fruit flies. Especially because my apartment building, like the management won't let us put our trash outside our doors. Like we have to bring it. Nowadays they did get like a cage kind of situation where we can put our garbage so that the crows and stuff don't get into it. It used to be just like a milk crate with no top or anything. So they would get mad when we'd put them out and then the crows would get into them. But like, we can't keep them inside because of all the flies. Like, that's crazy. So we would put them outside our doors. Like, not, I say we because it wasn't just me, it was everyone in the apartment building. And then they sent a letter around to everyone that said, stop, like, that's a common area, you can't put your trash there. And obviously, people started putting it downstairs in the little milk crate because we can't keep old trash in our rooms without getting a ton of flies. But you still can't put out like burnable trash on a non-burnable trash day, and like plastic is only once a day. So it's still a struggle. Like I could if it gets bad enough I could like if I see a single little maggot or anything, no way, I'm going straight outside. Um, but yeah, it's just been so hot. I leave for work, I come back, somehow miraculously flies appear. So yeah, it's not nearly as bad as it used to be because I can now take my trash out. But I got this just for the like one or two little lingering ones. Very annoying. But yeah, I guess I never had that problem in Maine. Maybe it's just too cold. The flies really flourish here. But yeah. Yum yum yum. I'm gonna try to finish this as well so I don't have to keep this on my desk and take up space. This was from the Dollar Tree, by the way, this mug. Wish I could show you it better without spilling my coffee. It has pumpkins. I know it's not pumpkin season, technically, but for me, every season is pumpkin season. Yum. It is pretty vanilla-y. Pretty vanilla-y. Yum. Almost done. Okay. Mug is banished to the other desk. And look, it collapses. This is from Daiso. Did I say this was from Daiso? So like this part in the middle. I don't know if you can see it. It's like an umbrella basically. You pull the string and it opens up, and then you collapse it like this. Ta-da! My host mother would put it over my food. I mean, not that they had a fly problem or anything. I guess it's just normal here. It's just hotter. I guess maybe we just don't have as many flies. Okay, let's grab our materials. Should we start with the leaves? Like finish up the leaves and then get on to Halloween designs? I think so. I think that might be nice. It's almost time for me to take my medicine, so I have to stop in a minute. That's why. I might want to put on some music. I considered not doing it. I might curate a proper, like, playlist of royalty-free music instead of using the same one every time that I've been using on YouTube, but I like this one. I don't usually get to listen to it because I don't usually keep my headphones in. Let's see. Change that. Let's go to history. And then, can I scroll down or do I need to search? Have I watched that much YouTube? I have watched that much YouTube. I watch so much YouTube. I feel like that's all I do in my free time. Almost there, I'm sure of it. I should search. Oh, nope, I found it. Okay, it's gonna be a commercial. Hold on. Mute that for a second. Bring that back to the beginning. And we got it, right? Not too noisy. I'm gonna turn it up just a bit. It's definitely more quiet than my voice, but I just feel like the OBS, like, audio mixer levels that they show, like green to yellow to red, I don't think it's very accurate. Okay, what are we doing? Let's get a new reference image, or rather, the same reference image from before that we were using. And where is it? Oh, I think it was like majorly transformed. Edit transform. Reset. Okay. That's probably good, right? Okay, 300. We'll do 300. 200. Oh, I'm guessing really well today. Okay, let's start with there. Start with there, start with that. Suppose we could crop the bottom a little more. I just can't see it. Let me click on it. Thank you. we'll crop the bottom. Edit transform, bottom, 200 maybe? Oh, perfect. Pretty much perfect. I don't know, wait, hold on. Maybe I do need the ones on the left. So maybe that's too much, we'll say 200. Okay. That's reasonable. Those are the leaves we're looking at. Stop moving the wrong thing. Stop moving the wrong thing! Why does OBS do this? It's fine. We'll leave it there. It's fine. I'm sorry. It's not perfect. And then I'll use my iPad, I think. If I could get it. No. I'll get my reference image up on here. I don't feel like opening my laptop. Oh, that's probably why I didn't hear the alerts either. Maybe I should have my earphones in. Let's find that photo, this photo, ta-da! And we'll grab my Copic sketchbook. Ta-da! This is what we did yesterday. And we just have 2 more of these left. So we started with this one, and then these ones, and then these 2 we're doing today, and then this one. Ah, can't get it. It's very important we put something in between. So I don't want to ruin that artwork. Okay, I did put all the markers away, but I have the swatches here, and I want to use the same ones, of course. Keep it cohesive. Let me grab those. You can't see, but here. What? My pencils fell. Put those there. So we definitely had the 150 and the 134. Now I can't see the images. So we had 153 for sure. 150. We had YR10. They all should be together because I was like holding them all together. Yeah, YR250, YR7, YR260. There's YR20, but I wasn't using that one. Oh, I have to take my medicine. YR10. I wasn't using YR240, but I was using pale orange instead, right? Pale orange. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need YR5. Yeah, YR5 is missing. Here it is. Okay, 8. Finished. To the floor. Also banish those to the floor. Markers. And then take my medicine. But I keep my medicine in. I'll do a little eye drop too. It's these fans drying up my eye. So if you watched the Stardew stream last, so that was Monday night, you would have heard I am traveling in August. I won't say exactly the dates and where I'm going exactly, but I am going to the US. So we'll see what happens to streams then, because I don't want to stop streaming for like most of a month. But obviously it will be a little bit different. I'm trying to figure out where to set up. I guess I could put it here. Oh, I had it on not rotated. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so which one is this one then? I think I know. I think it's the bottom left. So let's... Oh, I need my eraser. Ooh. Just use this. I use this. Oh, look what I got at my school. So these are the ones that I use. Actually, they put tape on it, so you can't see all of it. Let me remove that for you. Come on. I don't think they do that in the US. When you buy something but you don't take a bag, they put tape on it so that they know you didn't steal it. But yeah, look at this little baby. So this is the Hatte Harasaru, right? Oh, no. Hamidashi. Hamidashi. So, I don't know. It was very cheap. But it's blue. Keep it in my pencil case for now. It goes down blue and dries clear. So I guess I didn't need that. I thought it was the other kind. But it was cute and small. I thought, oh, that's convenient in case I need it. So we're gonna lighten these up, even though you probably can't see them that well already. I can see them. I don't want them to, one, show through the marker, and two, get smudged by the ink. So we do have to get rid of most of that graphite. We can put this away. I can probably bring this closer now because we're doing one at a time. And there's no lights, it's just sunlight. So it's what we're doing today. Probably move my mic a little further forward. Okay. What myself? Shouldn't have banished them yet. So we used these two colors yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Dark Umber and Sepia. So I'll go in with Sepia first. I actually can't see very well. I'm gonna move this towards me. I'm just afraid that it's gonna shake too much if I lean on it. But I really can't see if it's too far. Or reach for that matter. So we're going for that like jagged edge. Not quite as jagged, I think, as the reference photo, but similarly. I want to make that a little longer too. Silver. Cute. Okay. Should I change this a little bit? I was wondering if I should edit the reference image so that we can kind of zoom in. which is the one we're working on. I got my keyboard though. So let's see, let's do that. I could guess, but I don't want to try my luck. Let's do like 700. Do even more than that. 900. Do even more than that. Oh my god. Even more than 1,000. I think these two are right next to each other. So I'm gonna keep this. I think that's small enough and I can make it bigger. So we're starting with the one on the left, and then the next one's the one on the so we'll do the veins. Again, just like last time, I'm trying to keep it organic looking, so I don't want any perfect lines. I'm gonna try to keep them as clean as possible, like no like multiple strokes. If I can help it. That's for the sketching phase. And ideally this isn't, like I don't want this to be line art. I know I say that pretty much every time. It's gonna fly around my hand. It landed on my hand. I told you, I told you. These flies are crazy. I don't know what to do. Except like spray something, which I can't because I will not be able to breathe. That is not an option for me. Or like people will, like all the shops sell those like things you can burn. It like makes smoke that the bugs don't like, or like kills the bugs or something. Can't use that either. Can't be around smoke. Okay. I think that's good. I don't think I need to erase any more of the graphite. You can kind of see it, but I think it'll be covered up. It's not enough to smudge. So how did we start last time? I want to do it relatively the same, so we're going to start with pale orange. I should probably swatch these just so I don't have to keep checking. Oh, I'll have to write these. They should be sharpened though. 134, not in the same order, that's fine. Wait, 134? That looks different. That looks different. Oh, it was 153. 150 and 153. Okay, I have 150. I should have. Where is it? Oh. It's vanished. You can't see what I'm doing. 153, there we go. We'll watch it. And then wire 7. And wire 5. Wire 10. And YR260. Okay. 150. And YR2. The order bothers anyone? No, it doesn't. Oh, I wrote Y260, but I know what it is. It's YR260. 260. Okay. I did do wire 7 right here. I don't know why I moved it. Okay. Pale orange, here we go. So this isn't quite top down, but is this a good angle? I usually like to do top down. But most of like the reels and stuff I see are not top down. But they still get like good views. So like let me know, is top down preferable? It's probably easier to not get annoying shadows when it's not top down. But then I feel like if you're not careful, it can really skew what the image looks like. Also glare, I suppose, is better, but I don't really use anything that's shiny, I guess. Okay, so I always go around the edge. I just think that's the best way to go. And then I do like sort of circular motions. It's not gonna look, you'd have to do a couple layers, maybe a few layers, for it to not be patchy at all, but most of this is gonna be covered with other colors anyway. Okay, so we got our pale orange, and now a majority of this is probably YR260 or YR250. So I think apart from like, I'm gonna bring out a little bit more of that in this area, maybe a little here, just so it stands out more, and maybe over here. I'm gonna go around. Hopefully it won't dry too quickly. Oh, it's windy. I'm gonna grab this pale orange. Sort of blend that out so it's not a harsh line. And then here. It's better for me to stop in areas like where there's a line like here. So I know this is not at all my usual time anymore. So I don't know if any regulars are going to be able to join me live, and that's fine, but maybe I can show people, or the vlog's always available. It does feel a little bit weird streaming right now. Since I haven't streamed at this time in ages, it feels like I'm doing something wrong. Oh! Hello! Thank you for the follow. I did get that notification. I think I'm gonna check Twitch real quick because I have a feeling that either it's a Twitch problem or a restream problem, which it could very well be a restream problem. But I know Twitch has been kind of weird recently as well. Like the viewer count is just all over the place. So I'm gonna leave Twitch up just so I can check it occasionally. But thank you. Let's see, at 260, YR260 is definitely the next one. I'll bring that out and I'll keep YR250 nearby and nearby. Yeah, Twitch is, especially recently, it's really weird. But like, as long as the category is okay. Please tell me the category is okay. It keeps changing it on me. It says art time right now. Like, and art. So that's good. But I've literally gone before stream, changed it physically on Twitch, not just on Restream. And then it changed it back. Like, yeah, why or how, but it did. So like I was doing art and then started playing Bully on like a different stream, like an hour later, because I like stopped to eat dinner. And then I come back on, and at first it was fine, but then I think stream gave up on me. Like I think the connection for some reason was bad. And then suddenly it was art again, even though I didn't touch anything. I can understand it, like, maybe it doesn't load properly. But this was really weird because I had already changed it and started streaming and it was fine. And then stream disconnected and it just decided to make it art again instead of Bully. Very strange. Not cool. And obviously I didn't know for a while, because why would that happen? Like, no one expects that to happen. Until I think I went to check the viewer count or something. Because there were lots of people in chat, right? But then it said like one viewer, and I was like, there's more than one person. There's definitely more than one person here. So I went to actual stream manager on Twitch, and then I saw the category was wrong again. Like, it changed automatically. I was like, well, rude, actually rude. I want to get a little bit. I don't want to draw shadows for every single vein, but I want to get some, like, make it look a little more 3D, so it stands out in a small scale, like when I make it into stickers and put it on the memo pad. So for this memo pad, I think I want like a long memo pad. Sorry about my capture card, by the way, it's being weird. My fingers, they're broken. But I want it like a long memo pad, like one you could put on like your refrigerator, so it can kind of be like part of your fall decor. And I'm gonna put a magnet strip on it. I'm gonna put on my refrigerator. I feel like most of the stuff I make is for me. Well, I guess if I wouldn't use it, I don't sell it, right? I feel like that's how a lot of people are. Though I don't think that's always good. Like, oh, I just literally tossed this into the air and caught it. Camera didn't catch it. Oh yeah, like, if I sell it, that's great. If I don't, more for me. But like, here's one example of where I don't think, like, I know not everyone's the same as me. I know people love food, like designs with like food with eyes. You know what I mean? Like an onigiri with like googly eyes, like in it, you know, and it looks cute and maybe it has a little blush. I do not like illustrations of food that have faces. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. It's not my thing. I really don't like it. And so like the onigiri stuff I have on my Etsy, they don't have faces. It's just like, I don't know, I'm just not. They don't have faces, but maybe if I put faces on them, maybe I would sell more. I don't like it. I suppose they can go to someone else's shop. Not that it like creeps me out or anything. It's just not the aesthetic that I like. So, I don't know. I don't know, that's just me. I just do a little bit. Like that. I don't want the highlight, like where the light's hitting, I don't want it to look like it's not in there, but I do want us to be able to see the names. That's what I get. Now they're going to haunt me because what, the onigiri or the customers? Who's gonna haunt me? Or like this pencil case. I would love this 500 times more. Or even more than that. See? See? It's, my phone is doing facial detection. I wish it didn't have a face. I wish it was just a pumpkin. That would be so cute. I don't like it. I don't like it. I eat pumpkins. I don't want them to have faces. Okay, maybe I do dislike it. Maybe I do actually just dislike it. 153? 153? Is that what we're doing next? That one? They want to live. Exactly. That's why, what was that movie? I don't even want to talk about it. You know what movie I'm talking about. With the live food. Who made that movie? Like Seth Rogen or someone? I don't think that movie should exist. Yes, Sausage Party. I wasn't gonna say the name. I haven't watched the whole thing. I've just seen like people post GIFs or clips somewhere. But like, I don't think it should exist. I don't want it. I think that might be the point, is to make people uncomfortable, but I don't think it's actually funny. There's nothing funny in it. Again, I haven't watched it all from like beginning to end, but from what I've seen, most of the jokes are not funny. He wasn't thinking clearly about... But no, I don't... It takes a long time to produce a movie, man. So I don't... I don't accept that answer. Let's see. Maybe around the edges a little bit more. It's not wire 260, but the slightly lighter wire 250. But I know it's like, it's so, even in Japan, but I think, like if I go to like Daiso or whatever, or Cydia, I love Cydia, Cydia's my favorite. I don't know if I've watched any of his other movies too. I don't like, obviously I recognize who he is, but I can't recall a single movie that he's made other than Sausage Party. Can't talk. I was watching some flies fly up that way, and it was upsetting. I want them to go away. Or I don't care that it's not burnable garbage day. I'm gonna take my trash out this afternoon because I'm not doing that. All right, so far so good. I am liking how this one's turning out actually better than the previous ones. Wire 7 is next. It's a little more red, I think. I think still the wire 50 to 1. That looks good. I don't know why I'm using... Let's see, this could always go darker, but we are going to go in with colored pencil after, so it doesn't need to be too dark, just like... So it looks 3D. Thank you. The other ones I wasn't sure about. I don't know. I still really liked my old set. Maybe because there was more like maple leaves rather than these like birch leaves. And I'm just a fan of maple leaves. But like I wanted to do something a little different. A little different from before. I don't want to do the same set two times. What was that, like 2 years ago? I think was when I released the one, and they're in gouache as well, so I guess they wouldn't be too simple. Still, I just feel like I should do something different. But I was so happy with the other ones that it's like, is this good enough? I like how this leaf in particular is turning out, actually. I love making the tips darker. It's very satisfying. This is the wire set. Down here. This is definitely the darkest. I'm definitely gonna layer all of the colors. I could just go in with the darkest color, but I want them to look cohesive, so we're gonna do layers. So it's sort of like an underpainting. So wire 7, wire 5. Okay. Wire 5 is next. Every time the line happens on my capture card, I'm like, are you loose? I don't think so. I think it just like has an attitude sometimes. It is, I mean, it was a gift, so I don't want to say it's so cheap. I know it's not the best one. I know it's not the best capture card. There's kind of like a shadow here. I shouldn't use, it's harder to blend out if it's the bullet nib, because I think it's easier to blend out if it lays down more color, and I think the brush nib lays down more color. I just this one. Ah, bullet nib. I wish there was like a way. I know you can see, like I know it tells you, but it's not like if I like look every time super carefully. Well, I feel like a smooth pale orange. Not too dark? It looks darker on camera. That's alright. That's alright. So that was the YR5. Maybe I should use the YR7 to like start with. So it doesn't accidentally go too dark too quickly. Like lay that down and then do a little bit of YR5 in the middle. See, it doesn't go down as dark. And then I'll just use the YR250 rather than 260. Oh no! It says I haven't dropped any frames and I have 6,000 kilobytes per second. So maybe, I hope it's, well, no offense, I hope it's a you issue. My internet, like, it was weird, but I wonder if, I don't think it was just a Twitch problem, to be fair, because the same thing happened on YouTube. I was multi-streaming. But, last week my stream kept, like, going down and then coming back up. But I don't think that's happening today, because actually I would be able to see it in OBS. Open play. Okay. And I see a little more like around here. Oh, you're using cell data? 7. Like a little bit of that. No bullet. And out with the YR250. Yeah, just add a little more dimension. I feel like here needs to also a little bit darker. And make it darker if I think. I shouldn't do these sound effects. I keep doing this. Like, and kind of sound effects. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna stop. Okay, I like it. It still looks really dark on camera, but I swear, in real life, it doesn't look that dark. It could be my monitor. The contrast is so high. I hope my phone doesn't die. It'll pop up if it does. I could have plugged it in. Okay, we have some more darker. I speak English. I'm an English teacher. I didn't use 150 yet. I didn't. Maybe, I don't know if I like that. Maybe if I like that. I'm going with it. Quickly go. Quickly before it dries. And I have the fans on. So I might dry too quickly. That's alright. That's alright. That's okay. Maybe I'll use this for the veins. With the idea that I'm gonna go back. Okay. Not bad. I'm not bad. It does dry a lot later. It looked way too dark at first. I still gotta do a little bit. And then in this bright area. And always the orange. Okay. I don't want it to be like one uninterrupted line. Oh, I went over. Oh, didn't do that. Make it look like it was on purpose. So my image of this is like these are like the veins kind of stick out a bit, right? So these are the shadows from these being a little more 3D. That makes sense. This is not the color of the veins, this is the color of the shadows. Okay, alright. Wish this was lighter, but it will lighten up as it dries. Okay, then 153 already used. 10. Use the darkest, so that will go down here. I made that a little too wide, but that's alright. I think it's fine. We'll do just a little bit. Oh, no. Oh no, I can clean that up later. Digitally. It's warping the page a little bit, so it's not lying down as nicely. Alright, okay. Let's take maybe the 153. Lightens it up a bit. And then I'll take, I just pale orange, just so it doesn't stay too. Okay, it's a little dark. But actually, no, looking at the reference image, I think that's fine. We want it to stand out a little bit more than the reference image, so that it looks good on a small scale. So it's dark umber. Yeah, let's do the dark umber. I should sharpen this. My pencil sharpener's over there. Until I'm seriously struggling, I'm not gonna turn around and get it. I don't want them too dark. Oh, I veered off. Uh-oh. We'll pretend like that was on purpose. No mistakes, just happy little accidents. Okay. Is that the wind I'm hearing? Oh yeah, it did pick up. Don't think the mic can hear it though. That's good. That's a leaf. At least it looks like a leaf. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit too. This side? Yeah, we can darken it. If there's any marker outside the edges, that's fine. We'll clean it up digitally. Okay. It does kind of look like graphite. I know it's not. But like the lighter color I had underneath is lighting up so much of it's almost gray. Is that a leaf? That's a leaf, right? That's a leaf. We'll grab the sepia again. Yeah. Let's start on the next one. I like this one because it has like darker splotches on it. So excited for that. Oh yeah, wait. We decided all the leaves were going to be a little spotty. It just adds more character. Nice. It's like adding noise, except not. Make sure I get some right on the edges. That's like one of the worst things you could do is when you're trying to do like a pattern or something, or texture, and you forget to go right up to the edge because you're like, oh, I don't want to draw over the edge. And it looks like you forgot to go right. Okay. That's a little cute. Okay, back to this one. Can't really see. It should be sharper, but whatever. Oh, I found an edge that's really. That was way off. I couldn't see what I was doing. That's not good. I'll pretend it's fine. Leaves can be any shape. Any shape they want. It needs to be organic. It cannot look too manufactured. Well, I still want to add some like acorns, maybe star anise. That would look really cute. Maybe another maple leaf. Is that doing too much? It's 2:08. So we're okay for time. Okay. Back to basics. I'm starting from the very beginning. Why don't I just take these and move them to the other side? And as I use them, I'll move them there. I'm gonna excuse the capture card. It will behave later. You know what? I'm gonna grab my charger just in case. My cord's right here. Just makes sense. Just so I don't have to worry about it dying on me. Good. Should be charging now. Okay, we're gonna start back with the pale orange. This is from Can Do That. The rest are Ohuhus. And I didn't use any Copics because I don't have any like yellowy oranges. I have some very pinky and red oranges. But not any super yellowy. I mean, like this palette did it. So this is from Can Do, which is a 100 yen shop here in Japan. Love their alcohol markers. They don't have the largest range like Ohuhu or Copic, but I do love their markers. And then the rest are Ohuhus. Most of them are Honolulus, but I also have those triangle ones, the ones that don't have any letters in their name, which were the very first ones I got. I remember I got them over Obon 2 years ago. I think 2 years ago. And that was the first time I properly tried alcohol markers. We have the 250 on one side. The 250 is like most of this, same as before, except I see like a sort of splotchy pattern here. If I go over the lines, don't worry about it. We will clean those up later. There's been discourse recently. I realize in, what's that called? Some hobby section, color talk. Some hobby section of TikTok where people are like, I don't understand people who buy OB markers. They're so expensive. And I know they're not talking about me. Because, you know, I don't color coloring books at all. I make my own art. So I do get a lot of use out of these OBs. And they're very, very good for me. I've bought 1 or 2 sets. Like the smaller sets. And then the other ones I got for Christmas. On my birthday. I think mostly Christmas though. And so, I don't know, they're worth it for me. Certainly as an artiste. They are the budget option. I've talked about this before, I'm pretty sure. In other streams, but Ohulus are cheaper than Copics. By a large margin. By a very large margin. And so they are the budget option for artists. But I suppose if you're just into coloring books, then maybe they're not worth it. You can find alcohol markers for much cheaper. Like, if you're into coloring books and you're able to go to a place like Can Do, I wouldn't recommend Cydia. Daiso's alright, but those markers don't actually layer super well. But if you're able to go to a Can Do or Cydia, which I know is not available outside of Japan, but you know, if that's an option for you, then 100% alcohol markers are worth it. They're so much better than water-based markers. But there's a reason OBs are so popular. They are very good, and they're very good for their price. So in terms of like, they're so expensive. I disagree. For what they are not super expensive. They are a very, very budget option. But if you're only coloring books like for funsies on occasion, then maybe it's not in your budget, and that's fine. But for most artists, these are the good option. No, it is that Skyrim player. I haven't played Skyrim for a couple weeks now, have I? But I'm planning to play it again on Friday. This is the 260, yeah? Try to get that like blotchy texture over here. Okay. Oh, is it my fan? It could be my fan. Or is the music there? Does it sound better now? It sounded fine to me before. But that was like before I started streaming. Does it sound better now? Yeah, I can take a listen to myself. Might be double for a second. Hold on. It could be YouTube. Let me see. Yeah, it could be the fan, dude. It sounds okay for me. It's I have to have some filters on because I have my aircon running. And so I cannot turn it off. It's just really bad. Noise suppression. Let me try another filter. Maybe it's because I don't have the compressor on. Is that better? It's a little better? It's possible. It's just, it's so hot. There's not much else I can do. Okay, let me listen to myself again on YouTube. Let me refresh this. It still sounds kind of weird. It sounds even worse with the compressor. Filters. Maybe it's the limiter. Does that sound better? Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Give me a second. I'm listening. I don't know if I can really change it anymore. I do have the pop filter on. Yeah. Okay, well here's the test. Let me just quickly turn off my aircon. Does this sound better now? Now that it's not trying to get rid of every little sound. Let me open YouTube again. Refresh again. I can stand it. I think that sounds better. I think it sounds better. But I can't keep the aircon off, so I just gotta go back on. Sorry. How it's gotta be all summer. I don't know what else I could add. It's on good noise suppression. Yeah, it's definitely the aircon, which is why I have the filters on. Upward compressor? Noise suppression I have. Upward compressor. Does that sound better? It is... Let's see. What is this? 32 degrees about? So 92 Fahrenheit, which is not quite 33 degrees. Yeah, I'm in Tokyo. Does this sound better though? I can refresh again. What is this? 32 degrees about? So 92 Fahrenheit. That doesn't sound bad. That's just gotta be fine. Fine how it is. Except, oh man. I want my fan on, but I also don't want to hear the fan. Alright, we'll keep it like this for now. What was I just using? YR260. So after that, it's YR7 or 153. I suppose I could do both. Last time I did YR7 first. So we'll go with that. This is what I'm excited about. We got these like blotchy, darker areas. Oh, the dimension. The dimension here. Maybe you could have just heard my aircon kick on. I have a window aircon, so it's just so loud. Yeah, where are you located? I'm gonna go with YR250, not the darkest one. The lightest one. Ah, the cap's coming off. Everyone can have artistic skills. Literally, I don't think it's possible to not develop artistic skills, at least in one kind of art. This is 260. San Diego, that makes sense. But it's probably drier there, way drier. I was around there in February, which obviously is much colder than now. But yeah, definitely drier than Tokyo. Tokyo's so humid. Stupidly humid. We hate that for her. Dangerously humid. Dangerous is the word we need to be using. Oh, well, I imagine Kodiak, Alaska is very different from San Diego. I'm from Maine, so everywhere is too hot. It's lower than Maine in terms of latitude. I don't know when I'll be over next. My aunt, uncle, and one of my cousins now. The other cousin has since moved. Live in Southern California. I won't say exactly where. It's a couple hours from San Diego though, so it's not quite that far south. But we went last time. Actually, last time I went in February, I was around there, but we didn't go to San Diego. We went. It was a whole big trip actually. We rented a car so we could go to Joshua Tree, and then we drove up from Joshua Tree to Sequoia. So that was quite a difference in temperature. We were in the desert, and then we were in the snow. Let's see, I feel like this area is still certainly darker, so I think I just have to... Is there anything lighter than that? Lighter than wires? Is 153 a little lighter? It might be. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dismissive. Thank you for the offer. Next time I'm there, I would love to go back again. I really want to go back. Last time I went, we basically just went to the zoo. And it was a time my mom rented me a wheelchair specifically so we could go to the zoo and other places afterwards. We rented it for like a few days because I just can't do a ton of walking. But they gave us two left sides. North County. Oh, okay. But they gave us two left sides, like two left feet of the wheelchair, you know, where like you rest your feet. So I couldn't use it properly. It was horrible, very uncomfortable. And then like renting a wheel. So I think we did rent a wheelchair actually for a little bit at the zoo. I think they had ones you could rent. I don't know about now. This was back in 2020. But what sucked was there's like one of the rides, like one of the, I think it was the one where you could like go around and see animals. I think this is where it was. There was no accessible way to get up. Like it was just stairs. And I'm like, you guys can go ahead. It's too hot for me to be messing around. Stairs. Next time you're in town, visit Death Valley. There's this massive Spanish castle mill. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I always want to go to Death Valley for like a short amount of time. Not like stay there. The Wild Animal Park. I just wanted to go to the zoo because they do a lot of conservation stuff. I'm not in a wheelchair. I'm sometimes in a wheelchair. I have HEDS, hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and POTS as well, but that's like they like often go together. So like I can walk usually without an assistive device, but if I have to do a lot of walking or standing on something like the bus or the train, then I use my cane. But if it's like a lot of walking, then we'll rent a wheelchair. Scotty's Castle. Keep that in mind. Because I definitely want to go around more. I don't like going... Like, I feel like some things Like, it's okay, go to the touristy areas. Like, you gotta see some things, like, at least once. But, like, I used to live in Kyoto. Not to say Tokyo isn't touristy, but Kyoto's very, very touristy. And I used to live there when I was studying there. And I just hated going to the super busy places when there's so much cool stuff that isn't super touristy. Not that, I mean, I don't know. It's like going to Kinkakuji or something, so I don't want to say overrated, like it's nice to see it, but like it's a lot. It's a lot of people. It's genetic. Genetic's the word. I don't know about congenital. I don't know if that's quite the right word. Congenital is like you're born with it, which I guess it's in my genetics, but like it usually, as you grow, that's when you start noticing the hypermobility and stuff. Like my ribs started popping out when I was 13. I remember because my birthday's in January, and I was a freshman in high school, and it was right before the Christmas concert. And then it never stopped popping out, and then everything else started popping out. Oh, it's a research facility. Oh, I'll keep that in mind, the Wild Animal Park. Because, like, I like zoos, but I don't like all, like, I don't like the idea of just, like, paying to see animals for the thrill of it. I like going to zoos because I like animals, and I like to support people who, support animals, the conservation. And I like it, like, I know there are a lot of animals at the San Diego Zoo that are rescued. Like, they can't live on their own, and that's fine. That's good. Flying across the room. Not quite. It's just sort of, like, prickly. And, like, sticky. I don't know how to describe it. Nerve pain, and then, like, pokey. That's what it feels like. And not my everything pops out, so. Yeah. It's weird how long it actually took me to get diagnosed. I guess it's not weird, but like, also it is kind of weird how long it took me to get diagnosed. Cause like, I think it was so obvious. Looking back now, I think it was so obvious that I was hypermobile. I had so many like physical therapists and stuff who aren't allowed to diagnose. They can just like treat you. But like my physical therapist for my knee, because I have arthritis in my knee, osteoarthritis, patellofemoral chondromalacia, she was like, oh yeah, like your ligaments are really loose. And then I went to another physical therapist by my college, and then he was like, oh yeah, your ligaments are really loose. And I would go to the doctor, to my like, primary care physician, once a week and get my spine adjusted. And he was like, I've never had anyone in my like 30 years of practice or whatever, 20 years, who needed to be adjusted as much as you. Why did no one think I was hypermobile? Why did no one say, I don't think these bones are supposed to be moving like that? So, why? I think now there's more, like, people know about it. I don't know, because Tokyo just, like, it's such, there's so many doctors. Like, yeah, I was sent around so many doctors, but I could, like, the thing is, EDS is really super rare in Japan. There's just not a lot of people with these genetics. I guess it's more common in Western populations. So most doctors I go to, they're like, I don't know anything about EDS. But I got diagnosed here. So like, it was this one rheumatologist who said that he would diagnose it in patients like from Yokosuka, the military base. But otherwise, it was very rare in Japan. The guy who built Scotty's castle built it in Death Valley specifically because it was dry and he had arthritis. Oh, well, that's nice. It's the heat though. I just can't. I would never. Like, I know Tokyo summers are hot, but that's only the summertime. Like, going back to Maine, firstly, because of the healthcare, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. It's too expensive. Japanese healthcare is so much more affordable. Like, even though we pay a decent amount in taxes here, but like, I get my money's worth, and I'm not in debt. Well, I have student loans from my American school. I didn't pay anything to go to Dosha. Actually, I paid $0 that whole year because I got a scholarship. But yeah. In Maine, it's just so cold. Like, my body can't handle it. But in summer, also, it's really bad. So, I guess I just have to, like, get someone to invent a teleportation machine so that in the summertime, I can go to a place like Maine. And then in the wintertime, I can come to Tokyo. You know? It's only 118 degrees in the shade. Only. I do prefer dry heat to the humidity, though. Humidity is just awful. It is actually dangerous. I've had to go to the emergency room before. Though I don't know exactly what the cause was. It's definitely made worse by the heat. Like, I kept having throat issues, and they said my doctor said it was recurring tonsillitis. But then when I went to he sent me to the emergency room because he didn't want me to wait until Monday because it was a Friday. So he sent me to the emergency room, and there was a ENT there in the emergency room, and she was like, well, they did a blood, firstly, it took them ages to get me an IV because my veins suck. It's the EDS, apparently. I actually had to, one time I went for camera endoscopy because I have GERD, and we had to reschedule because they couldn't find a vein to give me the anesthesia. They had like 6 people come in, and they couldn't find a vein, so I was like, can't we reschedule for a colder month? So we booked it again for November in the morning, so I wouldn't have to fast for quite as long. Well, I still had to fast from like 8 p.m., but like I didn't have to fast while walking around, whereas it was the afternoon before. But yeah, no, Tokyo is no joke. So I do prefer hot. Yeah, no, I mean, basically they were like, I've gone in before for like a blood draw or whatever. And I've had several surgeries, quite a few surgeries actually, but like I've had someone say like, do you even have veins? They do suck. Like, and I drink a lot of sports drink. I drink a lot of Pocari Sweat because I have to. That's what my doctor told me to do. And that helps. So every time I go in for a blood draw, I drink Pocari Sweat, and it's usually not an issue. Sometimes it is. I've had phlebotomists have to like go get their senior before. They weren't so confident, which is fine. That's fine. If you're not feeling confident, yeah, just go get me someone else. So there was one time, I was waiting for ages just to get my blood drawn, because I get it just for like the gynecologist every couple months, or like every 6 months or so. So it was like routine, not looking for anything in particular, but I had to wait ages and ages and ages, and I was like, why is it taking so long? So finally, I go up, and the guy starts speaking English to me, and he's like, sorry, we didn't have anyone speaking English. And I was like, bro, I speak Japanese. You didn't have to wait to find me some. I didn't need anyone to speak English. No, I don't have a small vessel. I have HEDS, so hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is not as bad when it comes to your blood vessels as like vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And I did have my genetics tested, which is quite rare in Japan to do that. But I have eye problems as well, like several that are like, they basically my ophthalmologist was like, I've never seen someone with all three of these problems at the same time. So he wanted to send my blood away to his geneticist friend at a university for free because it's for government research. So we got approved for free. And all the other 12 types of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome tested negative. So I do not have vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome for sure. The thing with hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is that they haven't yet identified the gene for it. So you have to do a clinical diagnosis. So at least we think that's what I have. No, every 3 months, because in Japan, they can give you medication up like 3 months worth at a time, but they can't give you more. And so I take progestin for migraines to prevent migraines, which really helps the POTS. I did not expect that. Obviously, the migraines and the POTS are probably related as well, because my blood pressure goes too low, and that's what causes the migraines. And progestin keeps your blood pressure higher, birth control. So that's why. So just for my migraine meds. So usually it's just consultation, but occasionally they have to draw blood just to make sure everything's fine while I'm taking the medicine. And then about once a year I need a bone density test because progestin can reduce your bone density. And once or twice a year I need an ultrasound as well. Just like on your stomach ultrasound. So it's not that bad. Yeah, collecting my Pokemon. I think most of them are related though, right? Like when you have something like EDS, your body just can't use any collagen properly. So it affects like everything, and it causes like neurological stuff as well. So like, you know, when your central nervous system is messed up and all of your tissue is messed up, then it affects like kind of everything. The only thing, like there are some things that I might have gotten from both sides of the family. Like I think the EDS is from my mother's side, but then a lot of eye problems are on my father's side of the family. Like I have amblyopia, lazy eye, but I also have glaucoma and my retina. My retinas are very weak, and my right one has detached a couple times. Well, one time it detached, and then it's gotten some tears, which are like I said, my ophthalmologist was like, I've never heard of someone having all three of those problems before. But the glaucoma, weirdly enough, they did a biopsy at this hospital where I had my second trabeculectomy done, which took 2 tries, by the way, because they tried to use topical anesthetic, and I told them with my EDS, I'm pretty sure it's an EDS thing, numbing stuff never works for me. The dentist is always terrible. I can always feel everything. And so they tried it, and I still felt everything, and so we had to reschedule the surgery. So the second attempt of my second trabeculectomy, the second glaucoma surgery, they did a biopsy, and they discovered that my glaucoma is caused by an excess of mast cells in my outflow pathways. You know who has a lot of allergies? Me. You know what disease often, causes people to have a lot of allergies, such as mast cell activation syndrome? It's often comorbid with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So that's why I got my genetics tested, because the doctor was like, would it be related to EDS? And he really wanted to know if I had EDS. And of course, the type I was diagnosed with, they don't know the gene for it anyway, but at least we know it's not the other kinds. And no other eye disease showed up in the tests. I don't think I've taken Tauronid. No, I don't have MS. I'm pretty sure I don't. Like, I was a little concerned when a lot of numbness started happening on both sides of my body. Like, at first it was like, oh my god, it's a stroke. So I was sent to the emergency room. I got a CT scan, and it wasn't a stroke. And then the doctor's like, well, if it's on both sides, then it's your central nervous system. And then it started on both sides as well at the same time. Like usually it happened on one side more than the other, but then eventually it was on both sides, like in my hands and my feet. But then this is when I brought up to my doctor, do you think it's POTS? And he's like, oh my God. And so he gave me a medication, which is like it was a low dose of, I forget what it's called, popular anxiety depression medication, which is supposed to help that part of your brain that regulates your temperature. And it worked so well. Immediately, like within 20 minutes, I could feel all my hands and all my, like my hands, all my fingers, not my hands, I only have 2 hands, all my fingers and my toes, but it made my eye pressure go up, so I had to stop taking it. You say a little young for a stroke, but I don't think so. I think anyone could have a stroke. I'm 30, so I'm not that young anymore. I know 30 is still young, but it can happen. I don't want to say it can't happen, especially people, like I know of so many people who take birth control and they don't realize they have a family history of blood clotting disorders, or they get migraines with aura. I get migraines, but I don't get an aura. But if you get migraines with aura, 100% you can get a stroke or a heart attack from birth control. It increases your likelihood like exponentially. So it definitely happens. Definitely happens. We shouldn't say it never happens, because it certainly does. I think this looks better on the monitor than it does in real life, but whatever. That's fine. I feel like I need another like maple leaf. But I want to do acorns and stuff too. So let's see. I got some cute stuff. Some other cute reference images. Not everyone should, but like also some people really rely on it. Like I don't know. I hope I can continue to take it as long as possible. Because before I had chronic migraines. So like chronic migraine is 15 or more attacks within 1 month. And it is quite dangerous. So that in itself will increase your risk of stroke. Like getting so many migraines. Yep, let's do that. Okay, let's see. Let me grab my keyboard. I don't know, like I think some people have to take like certain kinds of hormones regardless of whether or not they're a man or a woman. I'm trying to figure out. I think I want to do this one, acorn. Come on, keyboard. There we go. Bluetooth keyboards suck. But I don't have enough USB ports. Okay, that's good. And then maybe this? Yeah. Can you tell which one I'm doing yet? Oh, not 9,000, 900. 900! Stop it! Okay. Okay, that's good. That one! I'm gonna do this one. Let's change that a little more. Top left. Come on, a little faster, please. Is it 1,000? It might be 1,000. 1, 2, 3. That works. Cute little acorn. Let's do an acorn. We might just like sketch it out freely. I don't know, man. How much time I got left? It's 2:46. I keep forgetting I don't have to leave at 3. Because they changed my schedule. Feels like does that ever happen to you where they change your work schedule, or like if you're at school, your class schedule changes? I still have nightmares about missing math class. I've never missed a single math class in my life, but sometimes I'll have a nightmare about missing geometry. It's probably... What? I don't know what that means. 2.5 gigahertz band. I don't know what that means. Of what? What? Anyways, let me grab something to sketch with. What? Ow! I kicked my cotton pencil. Ow, and I got... top got caught on my toe. Okay. Pencil case. This was from Don Quixote on sale, 500 yen. My trusty dusty mechanical pencil from Seria. Alright, what are we thinking? Oh wait, I gotta get it up on my iPad. I shouldn't use my monitor. And I could use my iPad to look. We'll do a little... You can't even see. Like that? Does that look like an acorn? I feel like it's gotta be wider. And then that little bit. Is that an acorn? It's very textured. I think that's the only thing that's stopped me from drawing an acorn recently. It's like this texture here. Like, how do you even do that? It's like little triangles. Anyway. We'll just see how this turns out. It doesn't have to look good. I'm gonna use the colored pencil. And then just erase what's under. And I already messed up. Great. Cool. Love to see it. Oh, the Bluetooth. Ah. Oh, we were talking about the keyboard. Sitting there thinking I'm a 34-year-old man with multiple degrees, but I'm still in high school. Oh. It looks vaguely acornish, thanks. That makes me feel better. The goal is not to make it look exactly the same, just to like, we're going for vibes here. And I like how this little bit is like sticking out more. It's an acorn, right? Cool. Eraser. Here. Oh, there's my my sharpener I could have been using. I was hoping I'd have time to paint my nails today. Oh, I have laundry in the washing machine. Oops. I forgot I put that there. Oopsie doopsie. Should probably... let me drain the water real quick. Mine is like a double barrel washing machine where like it doesn't automatically drain. Just turn the lever really quick. And I'm back. That's how small my apartment is. I never, like, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I never liked Happy Tree Friends. My friend liked it. I don't like it. Like, it's not that I'm necessarily disgusted or anything, I just don't see the point. Just don't see the point. I'm not particularly entertained by, like, violence in places where you don't expect it. The problem with this sharpener is that it doesn't sharpen all the way to a tip. Like, I have to go into this side and, like, make it a sharp tip this way. And it's kind of sharper. I don't know who you're telling they don't have a culture. I think people would often say the opposite. Okay, good enough. Now watch me spill this. Like I did a couple of... When was that? What was I doing? One of the Fair Foods videos, I think. I spilled all over the place. Okay. What colors do we need for this one? I feel like... Now we're starting from scratch, man. A nice Y9. Right here. It's like our lighter brown. Let's test this out and see if it's sharp enough. It's a little sharper. Oh, I'm doing it down here. Y9. And then thinking a Y12 for sure. Y12 for sure. Ah, I keep doing the wrong nip. Mm-hmm. 12. And then what's like the lightest bits? Like a nice little, I'm thinking hazelnuts. Hazelnuts. Or a thin persimmon. Thin persimmon's more gray. How cartoon animals beating each other to death and gore excess is the height of taste and sophistication. Sure. Sure, some people might say that. Gotta use a good potato brown, probably. Potato brown. Okay, so let's get thin persimmon, YR148, and BR2. YR148, BR2. Oh, that's the fastest I've ever found markers. YR148. BR2. BR2. And any from like this set, that'll work. Like the previous palette. So we still want it to look cohesive. I don't know. Maybe pale orange for the lightest bit. Pale orange. And then we need like a really gray brown color for the top. Clay would be good. Khaki? Yellow, gray, 080. That's a good one. YG080, and then maybe clay. Clay E300 over here. Wow, this is the fastest I've ever found markers. Normally it's the longest part. E300, and then I think the other browns we can use for shading there. I will put these away. Keep these out. I think I could use these for the pencil still. there anything else here? Like, this is my non-Ohuhu swatch sheet. Oh, light camel. Light camel! Raw silk? I think those would be good. Raw silk. And where's light camel? Hello, light camel. Pearl white. Light camel. Okay. What about that Copic brown? It's a little... My complete lack of artistic capacity inspires you to new heights. Sure. I see inspiration in everything. Oh, I'm sweating out. I have to turn the standard on. Maybe I'll keep it on medium. Oh, that's nice. That's nice for the top part. Raw silk, right? Or is that light camel? Raw silk, right? Light camel. Okay. There we go. Spell the illusions of the Philistine god. Okay. Whatever you say. Now I feel like pale orange is too pink now that it's dried. I might try pearl white. Good old pearl white. Oh, long nib. Oh, that seems good. Pearl white. We're going for it. I think it all could be pearl white. Start with pearl white everywhere. Oh, I still have to teach more today. Hope my throat can hold out. Speaking of, well, we didn't speak of Skyrim since the very beginning. But speaking of Skyrim now, I did make a Bilgamuck emote for the Discord server. And Mr. Bilgamuck is on our Discord. It's raw silk. Might as well start here. Ooh. Ooh. I like these together. I am layering pretty much everything. Just because I want it all to be cohesive, sort of like an underpainting. And then we said like camo might be good up here. I want that texture. You could be on my Discord. You could be. I figured out how to not let the link expire. So now that is the current link on my link tree and my like social links on YouTube and Twitch. Not medium camel, not dark camel, just a light variety. It also helps to layer them, like when you layer it, it's still wet, so it makes blending easier. That was pearl white, right? I thought I grabbed the wrong one for a second. Okay, time for our medium brown wire 148. So this would be like all around here. Oh, I really like these colors layered together. A nice like grayish, gray brown. I can make this like, oh, I made a dot by mistake. That's alright. It's okay. It gives it texture. And then sort of blend that out. Ooh, this will be a little more here. It's more like a thin oval. Like so. Nah, I never used to use Discord until like very, very recently. When I was like, hey, sometimes people want to see stuff off stream, and I want to see people's stuff. Like, sometimes people will tell me what they've been drawing, or like what games they've been playing. And I'm like, well, I want to see. And so that's why I made the Discord. And so I could like make stream announcements like, hey, I'm streaming. Or I'm gonna stream tomorrow this time. Oh, thanks. I'm glad it's looking more acorny. Be funny if you said corny. Looking more corny, isn't it? The contrast is like boom on my monitor. I wonder if it looks like that on other screens. Maybe I should check. Oh, that's like not blending. Okay, that's a little better. This was raw silk. No, that was light camel. And then raw silk. Huh, I feel like potato needs to go a little further up. I keep wanting to make it like a wider oval than it actually is. You say so. Pearl. I'm just gonna pearl white. We definitely got the highlight going on. And it's like too round. A little too round. I guess I need like the light camel. Ah, okay, okay. Alright, that was potato. What is Y12? Ah. Cap fell off of this. I put it somewhere. Boom. Had it on the floor next to my desk. I don't know why I chose to put it there for safekeeping, but I did specifically put it there for safekeeping. Since like 4 streams ago. Okay. I think I went outside the lens a little bit, but that's alright. And then there's like a tiny bit just to show it's round up here. This is like completely, yeah. Oh no. Oh no, it's alright, I can clean that up. Exactly. The floor is the best place to store things. I don't like that, but I will clean it up digitally. Don't you worry about it. This will kind of do like this kind of situation. Like that. Give it some texture. E300. No. This one first. YG080. It's kind of like little scales almost. And then it's all darker. Boom. Like so. Oh. Oh, I remember Conquer is bad for a day. Someone was just talking about that. It is very like, I don't know what the word is. It's very round. Probably. Oh, it lifted some color. Don't like that. Okay, now the E300. Like so. And then good. I feel like, where'd it go? Where's my persimmon color? What? Oh, here it is. Right in front of me. This could go a little bit lower. What did I use? This one? No, raw silk. Could go a little darker. And then blend that out. With the gray, so it's not so saturated. Is there a dark brown? It's a little darker. It's bothering me. I want to fix it. Oh, I just made it worse. Maybe not. I don't know, man. I'm just winging it. What were we using? Potato brown. Then we clean it up with this. Oh, it's hard to go over because the page warped. Huh? Maybe this one. Okay, okay. I feel like now that these have dried, it's not dark enough. But I can't use anything too red. What is this? Maybe that's good. And that's super dark. E310? Oh, fly back. I realize I've been looking at my monitor instead of the reference image on my iPad. I'm not drawing a nose with some eyes on it. Cursed. Cursed. Oh my god. Fly. Why do you like my markers? Don't they smell bad? What was this one, right? Now that it's dry, it looks too light. Trying to get like triangle shapes. Again. Right, but like alcohol is like dangerous, right? They shouldn't like that. Okay, that looks a little better. I do feel like it has to go. Like, where's the thin persimmon again? I guess that was the thin persimmon. Like every time it dries, the color shift is like a lot. Okay. Okay, that's an acorn. Go a little darker. Everything's dry. like for fruit and stuff, like fermented fruit. A lot of insects will go for fermented fruit. But there's no sugar in this. Like, I generally assume it's the light of my monitor that they like. I guess I'll step it out. So it's not as harsh. I feel like we still need some sort of texture. The paper's really warped now. I don't know if you can tell. You see it? You see the acorn? Dang God. I thought it was turning invisible. I keep trying to look at my monitor and how tiny the image is. I'm just like, what's happening? Squinting my eyes. And then I forget that I have a nice blown up image right in front of me on my iPad. You're always a harsh critic. And it looks really stylized, which I guess is the goal here. We don't want it super realistic. That feels too light. That doesn't look like it changed anything. Ugh. Now I need to like layer more. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Maybe just needs to be more gradual. It's a really harsh difference. Okay. I feel like all of this in general needs to be darker. Every time it dries, I think, man, that's not dark enough anymore. I don't know. The edge was like too hard there. I shouldn't have sharpened it. Find out. That might depend on your monitor. Or whatever you're watching from. Because it looks brown to me. Like, especially here is a very cool brown. This is just potato brown. Literally potato brown. Okay, that looks a little better. Maybe it needs darkness. Oh, it's my 12? No. I want this one. And then a Palantir. Something tells me you're not being quite truthful. Okay. Oh, that did not draw where it's supposed to. Okay. No, this is like here there's a little white. But then, like, this is like a yellowy color, which I hope my colored pencils will layer on top of. I think so. Uh-huh. That looks cute! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think it's working. Okay, it's not so noticeable here. No one lives in Amon Sol. Not anymore, anyway. Actually, did anyone actually live there? I suppose if you were, like, stationed there. That's cool. I think adding the texture this way is good if it wants to show up. I don't want to push too hard, though. Oh, I like that. I like it. It's cute. It does, like, the contrast is super high on my monitor. Wow, look at it. So. Maybe. Let me add some of this. Well, that's dark. That's darker than I thought. Ooh. Oops. I'll make it work. Well, like, permanent residences, or are we talking, like, a guard tower? Because it was a guard tower. Well, tower. Probably there was a tower on it. Not that you needed to build a tower. It was pretty high anyway. I want to darken this up a bit because a lot of the color lifted when I was blending. Okay, I see an acorn. Still not like the happiest about this corner. It's too square, but I can fix that. And I went too far here as well. That did nothing. That's an acorn, right? I could go a little darker, but like, how dark can I make this without using black? Oh, pretty dark. Pretty dark. Anyways, no one lives on Amundsen anymore, so that would be impressive. Am I a Tolkien fan or something? I was dropping lore for like a good while on the stream. Someone was like, I've seen the movies, but I don't know much about it. I'm like, oh, well, in the beginning there was music. Oh, thanks, Coffee Break, for joining the server. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's an acorn. You have my seal of approval. Seal of tolerance. Alright, I guess that's better than nothing. Oh, my iPad's low battery. Dang it. I was just thinking about when I was gonna wrap up stream. Oh, I want to do some Star Anise, but I also really have to pee. What do? Maybe that's where I have to end it. I don't think I can do like a whole other piece of art before I have to leave anyway. So this must be a good place to stop, right? Okay, so recap. Oh, you can't even see that on camera. Definitely bled through, as expected. Okay. Recap of what we have so far from the fall memo pad. We have a leaf. We have 2 more leaves. These 2. Then we have 2 more leaves. And then we have another leaf. So how many leaves in total? 1. This leaf got a whole page to itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves and an acorn. I do like the acorn, I think. I think the acorn turned out. I could keep working on it. Well, my other friend lives in Minas Morgul, but I don't trust the stuff he gives me. Listen. Are we talking... Okay, are we still in, like, the Third Age? Because, like, if we're talking post-War of the Ring, I would trust a friend who lives in Minas Morgul. I would, because they're probably of Gondor. And they're generally pretty trustful, especially if they're, you know, led by Faramir or something. But yeah. But if it's, like, previous to the end of the War of the Ring, yeah, no, I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of Minas Morgul. They renamed it, though, after the war, right? So I guess it wouldn't be called Minas Morgul anymore. If it was post-war. But I personally wouldn't go back there, to be honest. Not quite as nasty as things behind the mountains. But still a pretty tainted place. But I think it got better, right? They put the guard back up in Mordor. And then they definitely reclaimed Minas Morgul, right? Well, I guess you have a point, but that's why I wanted to clarify. At what stage is this? Is it... Well, I guess, when did the... How... I guess it depends on how quickly they renamed it. Because they didn't actually... I don't think they changed it back to Minas Ithil, did they? I don't remember. But they did rename it. I just don't remember if they renamed it something different or if they called it Minas Ithil again. So you're talking about the Witch King specifically? Or are we talking about, like, is there an orc over there named Grog who, like, he's chill, but, like, you just can't really trust him? Anyway. I should probably go. I don't really want to, but I have to go to work. I know I said 3:45, 4 o'clock by the latest, but I don't think if I start something else, I don't think it's gonna be done in time. I'll be like stuck in the middle of something. Shove these back into my giant case of markers. which I got from Daiso, and then shoved a whole bunch of cardboard in it. Here, I can show you. Anyone who's curious. Oh, well, there goes my artwork. Boom. You don't need an expensive marker case. Just go to Daiso and get one of these, like, storage boxes. And then get some cardboard so that it's not all floppy. And then, boom. Actually, I have cardboard in here, too. Like chipboard. And then these are, like, pen or makeup organizers. I did have a student once who he did men's men lessons. Actually, I don't remember if this was men's men or group lesson. Maybe we accidentally just talked for too long. But, oh! Hello! I was just about to finish up stream. Aw. Wait, I can show you what I did before I leave. You did leaves today. Oh! Thanks for the follow. I have 3 Sharpies. Like I said, oh, that's like a bad Eufy. I have a better Eufy. Oh, I have to show you the better Eufy now that I accidentally showed that. That was when I first got the markers. Here's my better Eufy. These are with the original Ohuhu, like the triangle set. And I'm not taking Cloud off the wall because last time I did, he fell off and then I couldn't keep him on. And now I like super taped him to the wall. Yeah, what did we do? We did the fall leaves today because I'm making a fall leaf memo pad. So we have this leaf, we have these leaves, we have these leaves, we have this leaf, and an acorn. Oh, I'm glad I have. I'm glad. Oh my god, am I getting migraine? Am I actually getting migraine? Is it gonna thunder? I'm looking at the window. It's kind of cloudy. I'm not glad. I'm not glad. I'm unhappy that I'm ending stream right as you join. No, why don't you... Wait, so... Why don't you join my Discord? Link is in my bio or on my... wherever you happen to see it. It's everywhere. I'm on my socials. And then show me your art, because I have a server, and on the server is a channel where I ask people to show me their art. So, prove it. What's a Eufy? That's the character. Her name's Eufy. Also, sorry to Twitch chat. I can't show you. We're not allowed to show YouTube chat on screen. So if you hear me like talking to a ghost or to myself, I'm not crazy. It's YouTube chat. And I'm multi-streaming. But yeah, we got the acorn. So that's what we did this stream. Ah, I'm sad I have to go. I don't usually stream on Wednesdays anymore, but my schedule changed. So I thought I'd try it out today. So I think I'll have to change the schedule to maybe 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. And then I'll be able to do much more. I could probably start sooner. Yeah, the voices in my head. But I can probably start sooner, starting week after next, because we're on summer vacation from my morning job. And then August is up in the air. Yep, adding schizophrenia to the list. I don't want to, I was going to say something. I do have a family member, but I'm not going to say who. So I don't really want to make a joke about schizophrenia, but I understand that. I understand the joke. As in, like, I have a lot of medical conditions. Add that to the list, yep. Okay, so August I will be traveling after the 8th. So, like, the first week of August, I should be streaming Mondays and Fridays as well. Obviously, Friday the 8th, I cannot stream because I will be traveling. And then I probably won't be streaming on the 11th either. 15th is possible, but it will be Eastern Standard Time instead of Japan time. So up until then, it will be Mondays and Fridays, and then Wednesday next week, I will try to start at 1. And then the week after that, I can start much sooner. So maybe noon or so. We'll see. So yeah, thanks to everyone who joined. Every single time I am about to end stream, a whole bunch of people. You don't want to make a joke, but other Emily does. Yes, that I have two wolves inside of me. Okay. But yeah, every single time I have to end stream, people join. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should start stream a little later. And when I do, same thing happens. No one's there at the beginning and then more people join. I guess it's just like the algorithm might show me more once I've been streaming for a while. But I guess that's just how it is. All right, I don't want to leave. Wait, I want to show, because you guys weren't here at the start of the stream. Can I show you my new stream start? Watch this, watch this. Isn't that cute? I just made it today. It's actually just from Canva, but I edited a bit. All right, I gotta go, but I will be back on Friday. So that is Friday at 3 p.m. Japan Standard Time. So whatever that is for any of you guys. Might be in the middle of the morning for like early morning. Like, I guess middle of the night is what I should have said. I'll always be here for you, Emily, unless I'm not. Makes sense. Alright. Again, thanks everyone for joining. I'll see you next time. Oh, my capture card's being weird. You can see my weird hand. Okay. Bye. Almost very professional. Okay.